once again, it's another Uncut Waffle on the road. How have you been doing? It's the first one of this year, and it's been the first one for a while. I have recorded some, but unfortunately things have happened part way through, like my phone's gone off, or I've just started talking gibberish for some strange reason, and yeah, I decided not to upload it. So yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? Right, so I'm not going to Andy's Man Club today. I'm not going to any of the events today. I'm on my way to Wrightington Hospital. I'm doing a show this afternoon between 2 and 3 with a fella called Neil, who is involved with a group with the council called Workwell, and what they basically do is they help, if I remember rightly, carers getting back into the job market. So yeah, that's what I'm doing this afternoon. Hope you're going to have a good afternoon as well. It is the 29th of January 2026, and I am once again sorry that I haven't uploaded more often, but I'm trying to rectify that, and I plan on rectifying that this year. Last year it was rough. My head wasn't in it, and it sort of like went from bad to worse. But it's a case of just having to deal with things in a way, and I tried that, and I wasn't dealing with things right. So instead of just sticking with Andy's Fan Club, I got back into counselling once again. This time I'm with, I'm not doing counselling with the NHS. I contacted a CIC called Empathy, and I've been going there since the beginning of September. Was it the beginning of September? Yes, it was sometime in September anyway. I started there, and I've been going week after week after week, and I think it's doing okay. But as I say, it's needed. I'm not sure whether you've been watching videos that I've been doing on my main channel, The Spider's Web, but give you a quick rundown. Last January, the beginning of January of last year, Ali's mum had an aneurysm and a bleed on the brain. Ended up in hospital where she had a stroke following the operation to relieve the pressure inside her skull. She was in hospital from January to June, I think it was, when they moved her out into an observation, rehabilitation, part of a nursing home. She was in there a couple of weeks and came out in July. All was fine. Ali was being a full-time carer, so she was there 24 hours a day, and I was basically left on my own with Roscoe, the mad dog. I'm not saying he was crazy, but he was so lovable. He was lovely. And then Ali started suffering from tooth pain again. Partway through the year, went to the dentist. Turns out that she has a wisdom tooth growing into one of her teeth. It caused a bit of an issue, so they booked her in to have the tooth that had been affected by the wisdom tooth taken out because it was a bit weak. They did that, and the following week, was it the following week? No, a week or so later, she ended up in ICU, and this was all down to what you call it, an infection that the antibiotics she was given didn't sort of like do anything with, and it just got into her bloodstream and we nearly lost her. But she's doing well. She would be here, but she's currently at her mum's. And at some point we're going to be doing some more videos together. But she's a little bit wary of coming on talking at the moment. Doesn't really have the confidence yet, but we're getting there. She's improving day by day. She's getting the confidence back. Anxiety of being alone isn't as bad as it was. But I've sort of given up a lot of stuff that I used to do, like going to the games club on a Wednesday evening. I stopped doing hospital radio apart from these 1 hour shows, which I'm thinking now of starting back, but probably won't be for another few weeks yet. I just want to make sure that the wound that she has is healed before I start back, so it's possibly going to be in March. Sorry, February, not March. Some point in February that I'm toying with the idea of starting back. So fingers crossed, everything's going well at the moment. A few niggly things a few niggly financial issues that's sorry, I just got distracted then because there's a guy in the car. We're going down a one-way street. It ended up at 2 lanes, and this lad was in the left-hand lane to turn right. I don't think he realised it was a one-way street. Anyway, sorry, I got rather distracted. Anyway, enough of that. So yeah, I'm on about starting up the stuff that I was doing before Abby went into hospital. As we travel down this road, there is a little community group on the side here that I used to go down and play games with a few of the fellas on a Monday afternoon. So I am toying with the idea of going back to there again. Yeah, so I'm hoping to get things going back to how it was. Also, I need to get the craft room sorted out. That's our spare bedroom. It's our craft room, and at the moment it's just a dumping room. I've been doing a bit of work in the flat of reorganising things and getting new furniture and stuff, and having to empty the bedroom. So a lot of the stuff from the bedroom, after we bought a new bed and a new wardrobe, that's gone into the spare bedroom, or the craft room as I call it now. And unfortunately it's one of those situations where I just haven't had the time, the energy, the motivation or anything else to actually sort it out. But now I'm wanting to get back into doing videos again. I'm wanting to get back into painting again. I've got a couple of model kits that I want to make up. You know, the stuff I want to get doing, and I just need the right headspace to get it done in. And unfortunately, over the past few months, I've not had that right headspace. I talked earlier about Roscoe. If you've been watching The Spider's Web, I put a thing on there about having to give Roscoe up because with Ali the way she was, I couldn't look after her, look after him, and look after me. So one of us had to go. Unfortunately, it was Roscoe. I do miss him, but saying that, it's a lot less stressful without him. He was a handful. he was a lovely, lovely dog, but he was a handful. He was very destructive, very energetic, very stubborn, and just couldn't really cope with him as well as everything else that was going on. So something had to give. So we said goodbye to Roscoe in September. Sadly, but one of those things. We're going to have a break from pets. We just want to be able to have a little bit of freedom after this last year. Even more so, we just want that little bit of freedom where we can just go and do things what we want to do, go places, visit places and be out for a while rather than panicking and having to get back for him. So yeah, that's the way it goes, isn't it, really? But other than that, on the brighter side, I have a new obsession, which is gem art or diamond painting or whatever you want to call it. There's so many different names for it, but it's one of those like painting by numbers using little bits of resin or acrylics that's shaped like a gem. And I am absolutely loving it. This all started with a browse through Temu and me not reading descriptions properly and thinking I'd bought a Nightmare Before Christmas print, and when it turned up it was one of these gem art pictures, and I was ready for throwing it in the bin. It didn't cost much. I was ready for throwing it or thinking, who should I give it to? Should I give it to somebody? And then it was only after thinking, I thought, I'll have a go at it. I've never done one before. They look pretty good. I've seen a few finished ones, and they look really nice. So I thought I'll give it a go. Well, within half an hour of starting, I was hooked. And I'd taken it to the arts club that I go to on a Tuesday morning, and it was a case of the little pink handled pen, stylus, whatever you want to call it, that you get given with these kits to apply the gems onto the picture. It snapped. The tip of it, the white tip, which had the metal tube on it, the applicator tube, that split away from the main body of the pen. They're crap pens anyway, those things. That split, so I thought, well, call off at this particular shop called The Range. I don't know whether anybody else has anything like this, but it sells sort of like everything, arts and craft stuff, and furniture, lighting, toys, pictures, houseware stuff, kitchen things. It sells all sorts of things, decorating things and whatever, plants. So I went in there looking to see if they had any more pens, and they didn't, but they did have gem art picture kits. So I picked up another two, and then Ali got one for my grandson, for our grandson, Spider-Man. So I did that one, and then a week before Christmas, she walked in with this box. She said, "Here, I can't be bothered wrapping this, so you can have this one now." And it was 4 stained glass window type style gem art pictures. And then she bought me 2 packs. And then for Christmas, she bought me 2 packs of Lord of the Rings themed gem art pictures, and there was 8 in each pack, so that's 16. And we've bought ones besides. My daughter bought me one of the Northern Lights looking over a lake with trees there. I am getting really, really obsessed with these. I've done loads and I'm really enjoying myself with them. The only thing is, it's taking up a lot of time. I'm focused on that rather than doing anything else at the moment, so I've got something to focus on. That's the good part. The problem is I'm getting obsessed with it, and that's the bad part, because I'm doing nothing else. I really need to get get myself sorted and get myself motivated to do other things. But because I'm not sleeping properly, and it's been a case of cold after cold after cold, you might get that I'm sounding a little husky in this video. It's been cold after cold after cold since September. I just can't shake this, and I just don't have the energy, and I'm not sleeping well. It's something that I'm focused on that's keeping me occupied. When I got all these from Ali, I just turned to her and I said, "You really don't want me talking to you, do you?" So, as I said, I've done quite a few now, and I'm really enjoying it. I've also got coasters, drinks coasters. I got a set of with dragons on, and last week I ordered some that were moons and stars because I only like that one. Because witchy name is Moonstar, so I got that one as well. So I spent the weekend doing them. I did the dragon ones a few weeks ago. I did a video showing, as I was working on one, just having a bit of a chat like this on the YouTube channel, on Spider's Web. And yeah, as I said, I am really enjoying what I'm doing at the moment. I just wish I had the energy and the motivation to just carry on getting stuff done in the house, in the flat. So, but unfortunately I don't, but that will come in time. Another thing is that because I'm doing all these, I'm not going out anywhere. I'm just stopping in and just focused on that. And when I do go out, I'm just wanting to go home and carry on, finish the pictures. As I say, it's just that kind of obsessive kind of thing that I have at the moment with them. But hopefully that will wear off after a short period after a bit, and I'm able to sort of like settle down to it being a hobby rather than an obsession. Apart from that, everything is good with us. I hope everything's okay with you. I hope you had a great Christmas and a good New Year. And once again, I'm so sorry it's taken so long to put a video up, but we've got there in the end. Now, last week we went to, 2 days after Christmas, it's Ali's birthday, and I bought her tickets to go to a concert. We went, and the concert was last Friday, and it was Charlotte Vessel, who was the lead singer of Delane, Epica, and Amaranth. Oh, loved it. I just wish sound engineers would realise that we come to hear the people singing and not just the drums and the guitars. But it's just one of those things, isn't it? I don't know whether it's because I wear a hearing aid or what, but when I go to concerts, I never seem to be able to hear the singer. And I thought it was just me with this, but there was a fellow we were talking to when I was in the queue for going in, and it was apparent, and by some strange weird stroke of coincidence, he was also parked very near us on the car park. So we was having a chat in the car park afterwards, and he was saying how disappointed he was that he didn't hear Elise Reid from Amaranth very well, and he was downstairs in front of the stage, standing up rather than me and Ollie up in the circle, sitting down. We were off to one side, so I thought that may have been it as well, but it wasn't. I just wish the sound engineers would put the microphones a little bit higher, or the drums and guitars a little bit lower in the volume. But I'm not a sound engineer, so I don't know how these things work. But it's weird when you see the videos from different concerts, and you can hear what they're singing, but when you're actually there, you can't. The only one I've managed to hear so far when we've been going to see is well, there's three. There was Bat for Lashes. We could hear her very well. Carol Emerald, we could hear her very well. And Gary Newman, when we've been seeing him, we've heard him very well. But all the other ones we've been to all seem to be really low, the singer's volume. So I don't know what it is, but there we are. Right, so we're getting very near to the hospital now, so I'll be cutting into the car park to park up the car, and in this video I just need to find a parking space once I get in. Sometimes they can be very tricky to find, these things, very elusive parking spaces. Depends on what time you come as well. But one thing, in a couple of months, this blue bit here that you can see at the side of me is going to be changing to red. I'm not getting this car sprayed. I'm getting a new car. I have this one on Multability, and I change the car every 3 years. And Jay, what you want to call this car, she is being replaced. We're currently paying off what we need to pay for the new car. It's going to be exactly the same model. It's a MGHS, but it's going to be top spec because it's the only one we can get. It's going to be one of these hybrid cars, which is, and they started doing the self-charging one, which is why I've gone for it. And it's going to be in red. So yeah, I'm going to have a little bit of a change in direction with the cars as well. But more about that later, and I'll give you a look around it when we get her. But that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Until next time, as always, stay safe and take care. God bless. Oh, before I go, I'm going to wait until I get home to sort this video out, and then I'll put some photographs on at the end of some of the gem pictures I've taken. Oh, sorry, some of the gem pictures I've done. So you'll get an idea of the kind of thing I've been doing over the past few months. But as I said, that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Until next time, as always, stay safe and take care. God bless, and bye for now.